Hey, hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. I am excited to be back here with all of you with more warm snow. Final blow of a melee attack becomes a lightning slash that deals 41 lightning damage, or melee and flying sword attacks have a 15% chance to fire a lightning chain. I think we want to do that. It's really nice now that I've got that additional piece of meta progression unlocked where we're starting with a relic option. And if you were with us last time, you know that we took down Lord Bacon himself. And we now have the carousing Akala. I'll attempt that. All attack plus 10%. Attacks have a 15% chance to deal additional fire damage equal to 20% of melee damage. Flying swords spray spirits while in flight, inflicting enemies with drunk. And then Flame Recall calls back all your swords, dealing true damage to enemies along with their path returning, and heavy damage to enemies marked with break. Flying swords create sparks that ignite spirits along their path while returning. Yeah, I'm sold. So we are apparently going to put together a nasty fire build today in warm snow. Maybe, of course, because random number generation and how all of that works out sometimes, right? But that's okay, because we are only out here to have a good time. Ooh, I like seeing that thing end with a blast of lightning. Yes, I have been playing on and off quite a bit, going between this and Time Survivors lately, and just having a great time. Ooh, look at that. Just having a really great time with both games. But I have been able to uncover some additional forms of meta progression along the way, and so we have cut down on the sheath timer, for which we can call back all the blades, which works out really well with this build in particular because of those additional effects on the throwing blades and on the sheath capability. Let's see what we get here. All damage plus 6%, range damage plus 11%, damage against frozen enemies plus 16%, increases all damage dealt by you by 5% for every universal skill you have. That's not bad at all. Let's go with that. You know, we might even be able to get something a little bit better, like perhaps something that does additional damage on burn. Sword is also not a legendary or a mythic, so there's a chance for picking one of those up as well, which, you know, of course that would be the preference, right? All right, let's see what we get here. This looks promising. Burning Flame, a legendary. All damage plus 5%, movement speed plus 8%, more movement speed, all damage. Increases the damage of your burning blade by 400%. Okay, well, we are set for this run, I believe, as far as step one of the outrageous burn build that we're going to try to put together. Who's out here saying, how about a little fire scarecrow? If you know, you know, and I bet lots of you know. Okay, crazy dashing wolf. Oh, wow. That was amazing. Okay. Range damage plus 11%, etc., etc. It is not going to be as good as what we have, so we're going to break that down and take the blue souls. Let's see what we got here. Active skill instantly releases massive, powerful Realgar powder. Okay, so it's got a paralyzing agent to it. Final blow of a melee attack generates a cloud of Realgar powder. Upon dealing fire damage, there's a 50% chance to additionally inflict poisoned on enemies. Yes. That's amazing. Snake wine. Oh, buddy. Upgrades burning to toxic flame, dealing damage equal to 4% of the target's max HP every second. This damage can't exceed 350% of the player's attack. Holy moly. Yes. Snake wine, indeed. Okay. Let's keep on rocking. We're going to go relic. Cheers to you, by the way. I'm out here with a nice dark roast coffee that you've heard me talking about. It's great. Upon being knocked down, launches a shock strike to deal 10 melee damage to nearby enemies. I suppose this is going to get changed out ultimately because we're going to continue to be on the lookout. I'll show this guy off, but I don't know that we're going to do anything here because we've already got a legendary weapon. I'm going to hold off on spending, but if you were with us last time, you know that we just recently opened up the blacksmith. Alright, let's do it. See if we can get through Chapter 1 again and maybe have another go at the Chapter 2 boss, which I'm not going to lie, I thought was challenging, to say the least. But we're looking good here so far. Okay. We have gotten into the pig part of the adventure. And I am hoping to make lots and lots of delicious pork shoulder out of said pigs. And hopefully avoid them running into me like that, because I am not a fan of them doing that. Let's go this route and hopefully end up with another interesting skill book. Wow, look at this toxic flame thing. I mean, this is outstanding. Where'd the pig go? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. The pig is gone. It's like, where the hell is it? Okay. I'm liking this so far. If you don't take any damage over 15 seconds, your next damage taken will be reduced by 25%. 15 seconds is a long time to go without taking damage. Increases the duration of invincibility while dashing. I don't hate that. Upon dealing damage, increases your defense by 1% for 1 second. The effect can be stacked up to 20 times. Boy, that wouldn't be bad either. I'm going to go with the insight this time. And let's go with the elite and see if we can net out an interesting drop or two. Wow, okay. What is this? Oh, goodness. Okay, so we've got a mimic skill book happening, apparently. It's going down fast. It's damage over time. Wonderful. Wow. Okay, every 50 blue souls you possess increases all damage dealt by you by 1.25%, up to 300% total. Or, look at this, increases the damage dealt by burning effects you inflicted by 35% and reduces the movement speed of burning targets by 20%. Well, look, I usually go with the shiny, but we're trying to tell a story here, right? It's a story of fire and flame this time. So we have to do the thing. Holy moly. So we got toxic flames. We got flames that slow you down. Lots of great options happening here. Okay, and the the cosmic waifu that everyone likes to talk about in the comments. And know I don't always get back to you folks as quickly as I'd like to anymore. We've got just a lot of discussion going on in the comments section. I love to see that. I want you all to know I read all of the comments. I just don't always, respond as quickly. But I do try to respond to as many of you as I can. Wowie. Okay, he got us a little bit there. But yes, everybody likes to talk about the weird waifu that shows up in the store. Oh, what have we got here? Flowing Flames. All damage plus 9%. Poison damage plus 25%. Poison damage plus another 21%. When you are carrying both Intoxicator Brew and Pyro Stone, increases your fire damage dealt by 50%. Holy moly. But the Burning Blade increases damage by 400%. All right, hold on. Hold on a moment. Let's take a look here. Boy, I am really tempted. So Burning Blade, all attack plus 10%. Attacks have a 15% chance to deal additional fire damage equal to 20% of melee damage. And that is the skill that's being increased by the 400% currently. This relies on me picking up two separate things. All right, I'm going to melt this one down, I think. And we're just going to focus on the whole fire piece. Every 45 seconds, you gain a shield equal to 6% of max HP for 45 seconds. That's not too bad, is it? All attack plus 5%. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Upon dealing melee damage, increases your flying sword damage by 25% for 1.5 seconds. Okay, got it. So it kind of flips the script on that. Healing Gourd provides 50% more healing, but it requires an uninterrupted 4 seconds to take effect. Ooh, that's a little bit of a help me hurt me. I'm going to go with this Mirror Strike, because that seems pretty easy to achieve and pop that off over and over and over again. And I'm going to go ahead with the treasure chest opportunity here. Wonderful. That is so cool looking. All right, where are we headed to? I take a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That does happen to me sometimes. If you know, you know. Where am I going wrong here? There we go. Was indeed a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oof. I think the additional defense... Oh, look at this! I have not seen a hidden chest pop. That's a first time for that. That's really cool. On dealing melee damage, has a 10% chance to inflict toxic on the enemy for 3 seconds. That's better than what we've got going right here, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. And that way we'll get some health back. We'll get a little bit of a speed boost along the way as well here. Let's see what this holds for us. Dreadheart upgrades your terrified to deeply terrified, which deals true damage, etc., etc. Upon dealing damage to a terrified enemy. Well, we don't yet have something that can do terrified. Upon dealing damage to a terrified enemy, all damage dealt by you has a 66% chance to not remove terrified. All terrified effects last 50% longer. Interesting. So, I don't know that it makes sense to take this. Upon 100 rage, auto consumes all rage to inflict terrified on enemies within a large area nearby for 5 seconds. Each terrified enemy increases all your damage dealt by 5% for 10 seconds, up to 10 stacks. So this is going to happen automatically when we gang enough rage. Versus this lightning chain deal. I'd be okay with this. We're also trading out a common for an epic version. And we're getting this deeply terrified trait. Let's try it. What could go wrong, right? We've got to experiment with stuff a little bit. Get a feel for what we like. Perfect. You know, as I've gotten deeper into the meta progression tree, I've also spotted some ways to start enhancing the accumulation rate of rage. You can get some powerful effects to pop off due to rage. I mentioned that I've got my Starbucks dark roast that I'm enjoying. What I didn't mention is that I'm currently double fisting, and I've got a carbonated water as well that has an interesting flavor. It's cranberry hibiscus. It's quite nice. It's very refreshing. I find these carbonated waters to be very, very refreshing. All right, now this is interesting. Can we get this guy? Apparently we can. I thought maybe he was stuck in the walls. I got a little worried there about being able to progress. Let's go with the elite. Maybe we'll get an interesting drop. All right, beautiful. What do we have here? You're getting a shield. Yeah. You know, we're just going to go ahead and melt that down. Where'd the guy go? Did we get him and I just didn't realize it? That's interesting. Let's take a quick sip here. Okay. So, we've got a lot of blue souls, but I don't necessarily want to spend all of those because we have the other thing, don't we? I swear we've got the other thing that gives us a multiplier for the blue souls. It's somewhere. I swear we got it. Or am I just misremembering? That's definitely a possibility. I've played lots of rounds of this. And sometimes they all converge into one. Okay, I'm not finding it, but I thought we picked it up. Anyway, get one random common sect skill book or a gold skill. Now that's worth spending money for. That's interesting. A tome box. Ooh, looks like a good one. Here it is. Okay, we didn't take that one. That's right. We went with the other thing because it was lined up to fire, wasn't it? I don't know. Every 50 blue souls you possess, increase all damage dealt by you by 1.25%. Let's absolutely take that. That sounds great. I knew I had seen it before. I think I just misremembered having it. One random black powder. That could be fire damage. Ooh, your fire damage has a 10% chance to deal 3x damage. Upon 100 rage, increases all fire damage dealt by you by 60% for 5 seconds. Wowee. Alright, we're going to take one of these here. Makes you deal 60% more damage to burning enemies. Oh, that is substantial. And it's better than the pearl. Then we could leave this and still have the whole terrified thing, which I still think is interesting. Yeah, let's do that. See you, Pearl. We're going to melt you down. Get some health back, and I think we're ready to rock. Let's do it. Yeah, what she said. The old cosmic waifu. Alright, we are going to do our best here to take this dude out again. I'm hopeful. Come on. Holy moly, that was a heck of a start on the old Patriarch of the Boar. Now, if you know, you know. There's a second form. That came as a surprise the first time we did this. Okay. Let's get in here. Let's go to work. You know, I think standing in the middle is going to be the way to go, now that I think of it. Because that thing's going to stay on fire. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we interrupted it. Love that. All right, come on, let's sheathe. All right, I think he got us, and in reflection on that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick sip here. Oh, no, I'm glad we took the sip. Wow. All right, we're going to take another sip. Oh, geez, we got to get over there. Come on. There we go. Oh, jeez. All right, let's not get sucked in. Here he goes with the right arm. All right, outstanding. Now, I don't want to get sucked in. So I'm running away. Now he did the other attack. Let's just go finish him off. Perfect. There we go. All right, what do we get here? Blue Serpent. Yep, that's going to be a no for us. We're going to melt that down. Starry Night. Melee attacks have a 25% chance to create a burning wall in front of you for 5 seconds. Wow. Burning Blade has a 15% higher chance to be triggered. Increase all fire damage by 20%. Man. Enemies that have burning will deal fire damage to other enemies around them. Oh my goodness. This sounds amazing. Going Wildfire. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's the Mercury. When the poisoned or toxic you inflicted deals damage, there's a 15% chance to deal 100% true damage. And we are still with chance to do toxic. Huh. I don't know. I like what we have, but this is a common. On dealing fire damage, there's a 50% chance to additionally inflict poison on enemies. Alright, you know what? I'm going to stick with what we currently have. I know. Might not be the best, but that's what my gut is telling us to do here. Relic, weapon, or blue souls. Well, you know, let's do the blue souls. Perfect. I mean, I am curious about this. You know, could we rank this up to mythic status? That's what I'm wondering. I think it's worth trying. Oh, man. Okay. Poison damage plus 35%. Increases the damage of your Burning Blade by 400. When Burning Blade is triggered, a blazing slash will be launched within the attack range, dealing 100% of the original damage. Oh my goodness, folks. This is so exciting. All right, let's go into Chapter 2 here. This is great. Let's see what this Burning Blade looks like. Yeah, that's outstanding. In case you needed proof, it is outstanding. This is a fun run we've got going here. And now I know what to expect with the Chapter 2 Crane Leader. So maybe we'll be successful with that boss as well, because some of the components when we were fighting her were throwing me for a loop. I wasn't sure what exactly was going on at all times in the fight, and of course that can lead to chaos. All right, this is not really going to fit with what we're trying to do. We're mainly looking for poison and fire opportunities. Wow. That burning slash is something else. We've got these little guys that pop up out of the ground. Turns out they don't last very long. I feel a little bit badly about that, but not really. I gotta say, Warm Snow is a challenging game for sure. But when you get to a point where you're powerful, it really feels great. Just set their world on fire and take them straight to Melty Town every time. Just come into these rooms and you go, hey everybody, great news. Your first class ticket to Melty Town just came in. Love that fire effect. Oh, this is where we get the slightly obscured looking guys. Which, speaking of, did I mention the other day that I was looking for things to watch and I just decided on a whim? Let me go back and watch the first Paranormal Activity film again. You know, I'm waiting for the new True Detectives season to start. I'm hoping that that's good. Ink Fire Crystal has a 10% chance to trigger Ink Fire Burst, dealing 6 true fire damage. I like it, but it's a common as far as I can tell, and so I don't want it. We'll take the health and the slight boost. I don't think we're going to do better on the weapon situation either with the Fire Mythic, but we didn't have much of a choice. Anyway, so I went back and I watched the original Paranormal Activity again, and you know, I know different folks have their thoughts on the effectiveness of that film and that style. The found footage thing isn't for everybody, and I can absolutely appreciate that. I am falling into the camp that appreciates and enjoys that style of film, and I think when it's done well, you can end up with something very creepy where, you know, you really feel pulled into the experience. And that's what the film Paranormal Activity did for me, especially the first time I saw it. I will tell you, I think it holds up. I thought it was super creepy. I enjoyed seeing it again. All right. Let's go get more blue souls. Because why not? Just add insult to injury. Up 1.2% damage for every 50, right? You know, I'm of the thinking that... Had to take a sip there. I'm of the thinking that we get, I don't know, 2 or 3 genuinely tremendous horror films every year. 2 or 3. The 4th and 5th are those films that you see and you go, okay... yeah, I see what they were going for here. I wish it had more of this and less of this, and it was too long here, and they could have cut this. But you get 2 or 3 where you just come away from it going, I am speechless at what I just saw. And I'm looking forward to those this year. I would also tell you that I don't have any on the horizon where I'm already thinking, oh, this is going to be one of those. You know, I haven't really stayed abreast of what's happening in the horror scene and, you know, what's up and coming. I'm also not super into films where they just say, hey, you know what? We think that we're going to make a movie where we cut people up 97 different times. The gratuitous stuff, you know. Like if it has reason and the film is good, okay, but also not 97 times. I can get down with Nightmare on Elm Street. I can get down with Friday the 13th, right? I guess that's maybe a little bit hypocritical now that I say that out loud. Melee attack plus 35%, your damage taken is increased by 250%. Boy, do we want to do that to ourselves? Probably not. Yeah, we're going to go armor break because I think that is super effective as well. Let's see if we can buy another Tombach from our glorious waifu. I liked being able to buy that. What is this? Supreme treasure. Get one of the following items: gold sect book, mythic weapon, legendary relic. But it's 999. How many blue souls do we have? Oh boy, that's really going to take a hit on that additional 1.2% damage. I don't know. I like some of the relics that we've got going. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off this time. I think things are going pretty well overall. Oh, I remember this guy from last time. All right, we're going to light things up out here a little bit. Because those status effects I found... Oh, holy cow, that's it? I didn't even realize we had killed him that fast. Holy smokes. It's like some of the runs we've had in Tiny Rogues, where you go in and you're like, wait, when? I thought the boss fight was going to start, and you go, oh, gosh, all right. Well, I don't think we need anything here, so we're going to go ahead and melt that. And maybe we'll get something good here. Savage Tornado. Each less relic you carry increases all damage dealt by you by 33%. Well, that's not going to help. All damage plus 300%. Your damage taken is increased by 300%. I'm going to go shield boost. We're just going to go with a nice general upgrade to our defensive measures. Why not? Maybe give us a little bit of a leg up on this upcoming boss, right? I'd love to see Chapter 3, or who knows, beyond Chapter 3. Dare I say. Let's take care of the crane statue. How dare you? We're going to go Blue Souls. Wowee. And being able to just demolish a room like this, again, it just has such a great feel to it for a difficult game. We'll go Elite this time. All right. Okay, what do we got here? More of this real Gar stuff. So, I think that we're just going to go ahead and melt that down and increase the max HP. Just making sure that wasn't something. It looked like one of those skill books for a second there. You know, I'm not passing out on that. Okay, let's go treasure. Maybe we'll get lucky. Sheath is nice and recharged. Wow. Yeah, we talked about stuff I've been watching just to pass the time until True Detectives. And you know, I went back to Season 1, Episode 1 of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now, you know, I've mentioned this before that, you know, if it were up to me and I didn't have one of those real jobs, I want to have a separate channel called Only Skirts, where I just travel the world eating skirt steak because it's the most delicious of all the beefs. And talking about how awesome skirt steak is. I think it'd be a big hit. Only skirts, right? Toxin pouch. Huh. So another opportunity to deal poison, which would be interesting, wouldn't it? Poison damage plus 35%. Holy cannoli. Then we're taking over the Dreadheart. All right. If this was of higher rarity, I would consider it. But it's not, and so I'm not gonna. Okay, well, we don't need that. We don't need that. And I don't know that we need any of these. Draconic Goblet. I wish, from a quality of life standpoint, they would show you what the options are for the relic, because I can't for the life of me remember all of them. I'm just not playing that often, and that would be super helpful. So we're just going to go for it here. So anyway, diners, drive-ins, and dives. My show would be that, but it would be all skirt steak all the time. That said, I really enjoy watching Guy Fieri's enthusiasm on the screen. Just like I like watching somebody feed Phil. If you haven't seen that show, that's a must-watch on Netflix for foodies. Phil will just make you feel great. That's what that guy does. Okay, all right. I see how it is. I see how it's gonna be. You laugh while you can. So pretty soon we're gonna toss a sword right in your mouth. You're not gonna be able to laugh like that anymore. Okay, I'm stuck in place. What's going on here? Oh, okay. Oh, you're late, hero. What can you possibly do now? Just revel at the end of the world with me. We killed her, and I couldn't move due to the damage over time. That was crazy. What is going on here? Stay strong. Destroy the otherworldly eye. Okay. Whoa. 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 Let's drink a potion. Oh, goodness. All right. How do I... All right, so apparently I just damaged the eyes by shooting them. Speaking of tiny rogues, what does this remind you of? These laser sections. All right, we're going to take another potion here. Oh, goodness. Come on. Oh. Oh, boy. Alright, I can't get over there at the moment, but... okay. Oh! Let's drink. Hey, we got it! And we got a new stance unlocked. You are finally here. I know. She's not wrong. It took a minute. When a drunk effect or spirit is ignited, it creates an explosion that deals fire damage in a small area. Holy cow. I think we got to do that. I'm just looking at these other ones. Like, I like this one. I like this one too, but it's too shiny. We got to do it. Anecdote, divine. There are no true benevolent gods in this world. The gods will not save humanity. The whispers heard by man may originate from something much more sinister. Okay. What we got here? This is not going to go along with what we're looking for, and we've got a mythic anyways. Mechanical Gatling. I feel similarly about this, so we're going to refine that, and then let's talk to this lady. Oh, I knew you would return. Oh, okay. Alright, is that a new friend? She must be out of her mind. Even though everyone is used to it, I still can't help but wonder why you never say a word. Alright, we are moving right along here. I think I'm going to go with the souls again. This guy can't do anything for us because we're at the highest rank, so... And I'm good with the attributes. Oh, look at this. I've been having a recurring dream lately. The world is covered in snow, and only a single huge white lotus remains among the pure white ruins. What is this? Sacrifice this weapon to get a random weapon. Probably of the same rarity, I'm guessing. Looks like it's cut off. Okay. The mansion of Enigma is just past that gorge. You're on your own now. Scroll of the Turtle. Very exciting. Well, making it to Chapter 3 is super exciting. I mean, that was a major goal of mine for this run. And look, I think anything we get further than this is just really icing on the cake for me. Looks like these guys might be leaking out some kind of poison effect. Not these guys, but the other dudes that were in the area. That guy right there, I think, might have some toxic capabilities himself. So we'll have to watch for that. House of the Turtle, folks. Mansion of Enigma. Oh, look at the turtles covered in snow. That's nice. Isn't that nice? Tortoise servants. I heard that a massive white lotus has grown at the top of the Imperial City. His Majesty has urgently summoned the heads of the 4 clans. And the clan masters rushed into the palace. Something bad is happening. Is that foreshadowing because I'm on the way? Because something bad is about to happen, unless they prefer high heat situations. Oh, looks like we're gonna have some lasers happening in this area. I think things are well documented on my thoughts on those. But for history, maybe start with our full playthrough of Returnal, and then I'll give you some thoughts on how the goat does with lasers. Through comparing samples taken near the White Lotus eruption site and various other locations, it is observed that the further away from the White Lotuses, the lower the biological activity in the warm snow, resulting in a lesser impact on living organisms. Huh. Okay. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I am a little concerned about health, and I'm considering using up a vial. I was just trying to see if there was a treasure chest over there. Well, it looks like we're headed inside here. Wow. This is amazing. All right. Let's go treasure. Oh boy. I love that AoE that we fire off as well. Okay, alright. Get up. Awesome. I think we're going to be refining the Frost Bloom. And that's okay, because we get a little bit of health back from doing that. Oh, look at this. Alright, we're definitely doing that, and I think that's gonna be it for this one. Now wait, what is... Are we going this way? Oh. Interesting. Can I just tell you, I used to love elevator sections in video games. You know which one comes to mind for me? This game always had elevator sections that were difficult. Splatterhouse, right? Wow. I think we took him out quicker than the game thought we were meant to. I don't know that I even need to look at this. No. No black powder. We're gonna get something good here. Currently, the best course of action seems to be having Crown Prince Li ascend to the throne and utilizing the new dragon blood to subdue the evil god within the dragon veins. However, for unknown reasons, the queen and the head of the boar strongly oppose this approach. Well, they're gone, aren't they? I mean, didn't we eliminate them? So it doesn't matter. Oppose it all you want. You're in the ground, right? I mean, I hate to be blunt, but they're in the ground. Max HP plus 10% upon killing an enemy. Oh my goodness. This is getting ridiculous. We're doing that. Okay, so we've got lifesteal capabilities now, folks. Yes, the elevator sections in games like Splatterhouse. What a time. You know which elevator and platforming sections I don't remember fondly? There's a game called Battletoads out there. You might have heard of it. They've done a few different versions of it along the way, and that game also has some elevator sections that I'm going to get out there and say are not as enjoyable. We got like an assembly line of robots happening down there. Oh, that was fantastic. Wow. I think those guys were getting ready to come over and explode. And then I did the whole Neo thing and just held up my hand and said no. Ooh, this could be something here. I wish it was a fire capability because it's a legendary. On dashing, yeah. If the lightning chain only hits one enemy, then it will deal 5x damage to the enemy. Oh, man. I might switch us back to this. Huh. Yeah, we're going to do that. Melt down the Dread Heart. Yeah, I'm happy with that choice, I think. Wow. The fire that extended the whole area just wiped out all the enemies. Basically. Yeah, not bad. Sheath cooldown minus 10%. Love that. Every enemy... Let's try that again. Every enemy within your melee range increases all damage dealt by you by 7%. Wow. You know what? I'm going to go with this. I think it's so important to get those blades back quickly. And with that, in addition to the meta progression that I have, we're going to get them back that much faster every time. Like, we got it down to 10 seconds. That's such an improvement. Yeah, I'm happy with the sheath decision. Alright, so we've got a chest or more blue souls. I'm gonna go chest. Okay. Now I know that this video is getting a little bit long. I realize. And if you are still hanging out here, I appreciate it. A lot of folks popped up in the comments saying, hey, really, really enjoying the coverage of this game. And, you know, some of these runs go really well. Oh, wow. Black Tortoise Spirit. Upon taking a fatal hit, safeguards your HP, preventing it from falling below 15%. This effect can only be activated again after you employ a rage skill. Launches an enhanced tortoise smash to the surrounding area. Wow. Defense plus 10%. Increases all damage dealt by you by 1% for every 1.5% of defense increased. Upon dealing damage, increases your defense by 1% for 3 seconds up to 5 stacks. Wow. Upon being hit, it has a 10% chance to restore 8% of your max HP. Jeezy crazy. If your HP is below 40%, the trigger chance and healing received will be doubled. Wow. We got to do one of these. I think we got to go with this. Yeah, we're going to do that. We still have the one way to do poison damage. So it's not like we've abandoned that altogether. I know our sword does the extra poison damage. We still have a 50% chance, and I'd love to get a higher rarity of this Realgar. What do we got here? Trauma Soother, Intoxicator Brew, Wrathblood. One random common sect skill book or gold sect skill book. I think that's worth paying for. Let's see what we get here. Movement speed plus 10%. 25% of your extra movement speed will be converted to attack bonus. Wow. All right. We're going to go with this. And we're going to get a little bit of health back. And then that's going to do it. I know, you got to move your feet, lady. I'm trying to get through here. Okay, we got important business. Oh, the Wheel of Fate spins once again. Perhaps it is the will of the gods. Oh, boy. Oh, gosh. Is this deciding our fate? We're going to be able to light this whole section up in flames, but it looks like... Oh, gosh. All right. Come on. Take these things out. Perfect. I am not quite sure what all is going on here. But I'm assuming we gotta continue taking these things down. Wheel spin once more. Okay. come on. Okay, so it looks like we can only do damage to the boss when that thing in the middle appears, that central spire. Which so far we're doing decently. Oh, here we go. Okay. Another few passes, perhaps. This thing's down. Alright, one more. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, I think he just Control-Alt-Deleted. We're about to go to the next phase. Oh, he's back. He went Megazord mode. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wail on him. Oh, okay. Device of all things. I deserve this. Oh, okay. All right. Had to stab him. Arcanum sword. Zhao has developed a new type of seal to enhance the original blood seal. It directly connects the dragon bloodline to the dragon veins, amplifying the restraining power, but causing the recipient to fall into a state of deep slumber. However, if the recipient does not possess the dragon bloodline, they will be consumed by the dragon veins, leading to their death. Okay, we don't need that. And we are not going to need this. When you are attacked by an enemy with drunk or burning, you have a 20% chance to dodge the attack. Increases all fire damage you deal by 25%. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds wonderful. How did you beat this guy? In like 1 second. Even though everyone is used to it, I still can't help but wonder why you never say a word. She's very hung up on that. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's the Lotus. Wow. I do really like all the artwork in this. Okay, she's talked to us about that dream before. Let's get the souls again. And I think we're ready here. We're finally at the Imperial City. Chapter 4, Scroll of Tiger. Wow. Yeah, see, those guys do throw out some kind of toxic, but we're able to get rid of them rather quickly. Gotta cleanse them somehow, right? Oh, wow. Look at this guy. That thing reminds me of one of the enemies we ran into the other night in Remnant 2. If you've played that game, you probably know the one that I'm talking about. It's just like a gigantic spherical ball of flesh, and it has like grenades lodged into it, and you've got to blow up the grenades and open up weak spots, as you can imagine. Really neat enemy design. We're having a ball playing that game lately. Some late nights, but they've been worth it. You know, because, well, that just makes you drink more coffee the next day. It's a vicious, vicious cycle. Okay, we've got eyeballs growing up from the ground, and that's definitely not normal. That's not something that happens in my typical day-to-day. What do we got here? The zombie finger. It's a common. Just trying to think if there's anything we want to switch out for that. No. Not at this point. Now, similar to when I feel like I'm on a god run in Tiny Rogues, you just get to this point where you're like, hey, you know, turns out I don't think I'm going to change anything out. Things are going really, really well. This is an interesting looking area. Okay, looks like we're headed this way, maybe? We've got an epic of something. Mechanical case. Upon sheathing, you gain 1 shield. Auto consumes all rage, resets your sheath cooldown. I mean, I like that, but it's not better. Upon dealing damage, 15% chance to gain shield. Okay. So, we're going to melt that down. Look at the health. And the speed. Enemies are definitely growing in challenge level. But we've just got so much power at this point. Brought more delicious souls. Yes. Big bone, frost bloom, seed of life. No. Let's see what they got. But first, coffee. Cheers to you. And cheers to you making it through with a longer video. I truly appreciate the support. Oh, this looks nasty. Corrupted golden tiger. Oh, he's going down fast with that fire. No need to get too close, right? Oh my. I really like the design. Oh gosh, all right, so we've got the leftover parasitic limb. Didn't realize it was a double phaser. Fish out of water. Okay. Well, that is going to be melted down. And Dragon's Demise. If you have not launched any melee attack in 4 seconds, the following melee attack will release a slash of chi and deal 1,000% melee damage to enemies in front. Oh my goodness. You deal extra damage to targets with 50% less HP. The damage increases as the target's HP drops. I like this better. 4 seconds is a long time for no attacks. White Lotus report. White lotuses spread from beneath the palace, and no matter how they are cut down or burned, the vines quickly grow back. Wow. All right, what do we got here? When your HP is below 50%, all damage dealt plus 15% upon dealing damage, there's a 10% chance to recover 1% of HP and rage. Wow. Upon being hit, getting 25% rage. When your rage is above 50%, all damage dealt by you plus 15%. Huh. Well, increases the trigger chance of lightning chain by 85% for 6 seconds upon 100 rage. I'm going to melt this one down. I like what we're doing. That is a sad-looking tree. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh, a pyro stone. Upon dashing, generates sparks along your path, dealing 9 fire damage. Upon shooting flying swords, has a 25% chance to make your flying sword deal 22 fire damage. Allows you to deal 10% more damage to burning enemies. Huh. Oh boy. On dealing fire damage, there's a 50% chance to additionally inflict poison on enemies. I don't know that Pyro Stone is better than Realgar. Well. Final blow of a melee attack becomes a flame slash. Yeah, I like the tortoise spirit too. This is where it gets really hard, folks. All right, you know what? We're gonna stick with what we got here. We already have tons of opportunities to cause burning damage. It's proccing left and right. I mean, I think at this point, it's safe to say that it would take something very, very special to get me to make a change. I just really like the setup. Not a bad thing. It's a great problem to have. Anomaly report: the strange illness and peculiar phenomena spreading in the palace are believed to be caused by the malevolent being sealed within the dragon veins. This indicates that the seal has begun to weaken. This matter requires the utmost attention. Okay. Sounds to me like the matter is going to require many, many flames of the purple kind. How about you? Oh boy. That is outstanding. And we are going to end up with a ton of skill points for this run. Now you get 1 for the prologue, and then I believe you get 2 for every chapter that's completed. Whoa, whoa, let's go ahead and set some fires real quick here. Wow. That was a massacre. Well, we don't need much, do we? Get one random legendary relic. I'm just super happy with what we got. I don't think we need that. Plus, we're getting the 1.2% per 50 blue souls, so let's not spend them. Let's keep rocking here. Oh, wow. Okay. Dragon Cauldron Palace. Look at this guy. Patriarch of Tiger. Oh, whoa. All right, we got him halfway. Wow. Look, that felt unfair. I'm just gonna say what everybody's thinking. That felt unfair. And I'm okay with it. Increases the damage of toxic flame by 50%. Targets that have toxic flame will periodically release extremely toxic mist. Oh my goodness. Year 3 of the Dragon Calendar. On the day of the winter solstice, a fire broke out in the Jade Palace due to the improper arrangement of charcoal, resulting in the tragic deaths of Lady Keen and Prince Lan. The Healer, legendary. I think it's going to be a no for us. We will melt it down and take the blues. Let's ascend and see what's waiting for us here. Oh. Oh, that's not troubling at all. Not in the least. Brought more delicious souls for me. Oh, we're going right to her. Could this be the final encounter? All right. I don't think we need any of it. Be careful during your travels, hero. You are very dear to me. Okay, one random relic. Let's go with the souls. Don't need anything from that guy. Don't need anything from her. We're ready. The Emperor is right down there. The final battle is upon us. Oh my. Scroll of Dragon, final chapter. Oh, they're not kidding. We're just getting right into it here. Once more into the maelstrom. Gosh, does that not remind you of Mumra from Thundercats? I mean, let me know in the comments if you're still out here with us. I get such strong Mumra vibes from that. Right? He's got a healthy amount of HP, let me tell you. We've got our flames out there. Heck of a reach on him, too. Swords come to me. Uh-oh. this is going to be a dodge fest, isn't it? Oh my! Sword of the Four Saints, heed my call. Let's get out of there. Oh man, I biffed with a lot of those shots. Let's take a drink. Or not. Stuck in place at the moment. Alright, we're gonna take a drink here. Oh, wow. Alright, we're gonna take another sip here before it's impossible to do so. Can I hit him? No. Still can't hit him. Now we can. That's awesome. Forbidden blood. The blood seal is a powerful spell that relies on a primary bloodline and 4 secondary bloodlines to be cast and sustained. The primary bloodline provides the seal's enduring power, which the secondary bloodlines are not able to. To undo the seal, the primary bloodline must eliminate the providers of the secondary bloodlines. Each secondary bloodline provider slain weakens the seal. Okay. Destroy the dragon chair. This trip was really hard, wasn't it? That still looks very ominous. Victory? Question mark. Folks, I think that perhaps we have gotten an ending, but not a good ending. And I think there could be more to this. Let's see what happened here. Maybe it'll give us a tidbit. I'm gonna hold the skip here. That was intense. You almost hit 13 points. See, now you're seeing all the awesomeness that I have opened up from all the attempts that I've done thus far. And these 2 trees have been extremely helpful. I need to put some points over here as well, because I think there's some really nice stuff that could help also, especially if we're going to go for that additional ending. And I think we should. We've also got the free DLC that was available to everybody. And then there's another piece of DLC that isn't too expensive either that we might want to investigate. But this has been a lot of fun to play through. So again, if you hung out and stayed till the end, thanks so much for the support. Again, I know, longer videos, sometimes they go long, but maybe watch it in multiple chunks. I don't know. That way you get a few opportunities to start your day with a coffee or a tea out there and, cozy on up with some warm snow. Let's do this again sometime. We'll get together out here. We'll play a roguelike or a roguelite because that's what we do every time. And you know what else? We'll give away a video game at least once a week. Lately, we've been doing that a lot more often than once a week, and that's been great. And it's because of folks like you that are out here supporting and hanging out in the community and helping drive growth. So I really appreciate it. Now, you take care. We'll see you again soon.